Hello, this is Midday News. Thanks for joining us. Puma Energy will commence fuel rationing as it continues to face foreign exchange issues, making it impossible to bring in fuel supply. Puma, in a statement yesterday, said despite the assurance provided by PNG and relevant stakeholders, it has not received the required forex to continue normal operations and is now being forced to commence fuel rationing. Puma has drawn on its emergency stock in order to maintain fuel supply for 3 weeks. Chairman and Managing Director of Puma Energy, Hulala Tokome, said they have worked closely with PNG and relevant authorities to be as flexible as possible and to accommodate the new timelines for FX given to them by PNG but cannot wait longer. Puma needs $50 million on a monthly basis to import fuel and says their unpaid bills is in excess of $100 million. With no option left, Puma will start rationing fuel and hopes to return to normal as soon as possible. Social Democratic Party candidate Stanley Mutsamban has been declared the winner of the WIWAC Open electorate. The seat was left vacant after the incumbent, late Kevin Isifu, passed away.
Samban was declared yesterday afternoon in WIWAC. He scored 14,950 votes to be declared the duly winner after surpassing the absolute majority of 14,258. Leader of Social Democratic Party, Powes Pakop, in congratulating the member-elect, says SDP campaigned on a greater vision for WIWAC and the party is determined to deliver on this vision. Deputy Leader for SDP, Dr. Billy Joseph, also congratulated the people of WIWAC for having faith in Samban and the SDP party. He said they will continue to work hard for the people in close cooperation with the Pangu-led Maraperoso government. Mr. Samban's win brings the total number of SDP members to 6, which is the third largest coalition partner in the government. Dr. Billy also thanked the other candidates who contested the by-elections, especially the runner-up Moses Vari Maninare, who scored 13,565, and the third runner-up Dr. Dean Voruba, who scored 11,455. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Angans traveling into the province by road from Western Highlands Province will no longer be after the opening of the Wapenamanda Airport yesterday. The National Airport Corporation said Air Niugini services to Wapenamanda Airport has recommenced after it was forced to close due to vandalism on July 2023. A relieved Anga Governor Sir Peter Ipatas, when officially opening the airport, said air travel is very important for his people and urged all Angans to respect state properties.
Service is very important. So plenty time in meeting me close to one time display plus ABC. No can fight too much, fight them wrong something. Plenty man to look governor Ibras, you know come stopping fight. Me not talking fight.
A dedication service for the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary Cadet Officers is currently underway at the National Center of Excellence in Bomana in Port Moresby. Police Commissioner David Manning, Minister for Internal Security Siamalili Jr., and the Solomon Islands High Commissioner are in attendance and will address the cadet recruits after the dedication service. The Commissioner will also rename the Red Sea Barracks to Tokura Police Barracks following the dedication service in honor of Bougainville Police Chief Francis Tokura. Details of this story at 6 p.m. The Farmers and Settlers Association have urged the Department of Agriculture and Livestock to closely engage with businesses, farmers and growers, including commodity boards and statutory agencies, to address the declining agriculture sector.
President of the Farmers and Settlers Association, Wilson Thompson, said despite the good intentions of the government and its grant announcement, including funding from World Bank since 2010, credit revolving, price support, rate subsidy schemes or creation of 4 ministries, the agriculture production, is on a declining trend, and the government has yet to highlight the issues and address the serious problem facing the country. Thompson has challenged newly appointed Secretary for Agriculture to tender labor mobility scheme and the current unemployment and youth bulge around within the agriculture sector. The Farmers and Settlers Association believes that the solution lies in the tree crop plantations and blocks and commercial poultry, cattle and vegetable farming and processing that has been abandoned due to management issues and landowner disputes. Thompson would like to see the Department of Agriculture connect with PNG growers, farmers and settlers, poultry industry, and manufacturing associations, and then push for a clear pathway to address industry needs and plan to bring back the plantations and commercial agriculture. Susan Oreape, TVWAN News.
As China marks the 10th anniversary of its Belt and Road Initiative, also known as the BRI, many are assessing the impact of its global push to promote connectivity and billions of dollars in deals for infrastructure projects. In the Pacific, Beijing's BRI has set off a race of great power competition with the United States and other countries. Analysts say so far of the more than 30 projects in the region that China has launched, the results have been mixed, with some serving as showpieces instead of contributing to Pacific countries' development or economic needs. In the run-up to the third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation, that'll take place in China this week with more than 130 countries reportedly expected to attend. Indigenous elders and community leaders are reacting to the weekend's no vote with shock, anger, and sadness. Some say it'll be too late for them to see change in their lifetime, and they are calling on Australia to do better by the next generation of First Nations peoples.
Uncle Wally Stewart is heartbroken. He wanted change.
That's what a voice says to me. A voice is, it means something. And Australia's not ready for us.
The UN leader is thanking those who helped him campaign for yes, even if it's not the result they wanted. In his electorate of Eden Monaro on the New South Wales South Coast, more than 60% voted against the voice.
So I thought that in this day and age, Australia was ready to accept, Aboriginal people.
In South Australia, where there was a high no vote, Aboriginal leaders working towards reconciliation say the debate was toxic.
I know somebody that was spat on, and I think that the underlying behaviour there is racism.
Regional Australia rejected the voice, leaving many Aboriginal communities deflated. And in the bush, where remote communities overwhelmingly voted yes, there's anger.
You sit in your flash house in the city, but you come out to this community, you would not let your dog live in these communities.
This vote has been devastating for many Indigenous leaders around the country. Even for those who voted no, there is now a period of mourning, healing and reflection.
That people are wanting truth-telling and they're wanting treaty making or agreement making in this country.
For some, the change will come too late. 89-year-old Uncle John Delaney grew up on a mission in country New South Wales under a harsh regime.
It's been a happy life, it's been a sad life, a disappointing life.
The Kamilaroi elder knows his people will rise up.
So we just got to keep struggling and hopefully generations to come, because it'll be a generation or two before we get another opportunity.
Hurting, but hopeful for the next generation.
New Zealand is being urged to create immigration pathways for people in low-lying Pacific nations such as Tuvalu and Kiribati, who are leaving their countries because of the increasing effects of climate change. As a number of islands in the Pacific region face ongoing effects of the climate crisis, residents are struggling to find a way to set up new lives in neighboring countries like New Zealand because there is no formal migration policy for climate-related reasons. University of Auckland has been actively working for the oceanic communities to change the future of those migrants. It says New Zealand is not actively not planning and not putting laws in place that allow for climate-related migration. Although the Tuvalu government has proposed to preserve the cultural heritage from the climate disaster, the lives of the migrants still lie in limbo. The Flying Fijians Rugby World Cup fairy tale has ended, following the defeat to England Red Rose Sunday. The 30-24 reversal ended a magnificent tournament from the Flying Fijians, who lit up the pool stages with superb performances against Wales and Australia. Fiji skipper Waisea Nayakalevu said Tier 2 nations are treated differently in comparison to the sport's traditional powerhouses following their loss to England. When asked whether there was a subconscious bias towards the Tier 1 teams, the frustrated Fijian skipper responded, "Absolutely." Nayakalevu was particularly frustrated with the final penalty, which saw England nick the ball at the breakdown to win the game. While accepting defeat after an amazing run through their pool matches, Captain Nayakalevu expressed the team's gratitude and thanks to their families and fans back home and their prayers and support.
And first of all, I want to give back the glory to our Almighty Jesus Christ. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect man, but I try to be perfect. And I want to say I'm really proud of the team today and the effort, even though we fell short. I'm proud of the team, the coaching staff, management, our pastor Tala. What a proud moment for us to be here. And we're so glad we fell short. And I want to thank our supporters here at the grandstand and our supporters back home. Thank you for your support throughout this tournament. It's not easy for us as well, but we keep fighting.
That's all for now. Join us this evening at 6 for the main news. Bye.